So you guys, look who I found. Chris Gill.
This doesn't print. This is a printed roll in the backside of the machine on the center winder, and we're feeding it on the table and just cutting it.
Oh, so it's already printed, you're just cutting it? Yeah.
Right out of the box, it'll do a 16 by 18 inch image. Yeah, but it can go up to a 20 by 20 with bigger screens and bigger accessories. The Freedom Express is only going to give you 15 by 15, and that's pushing the limits of that press. Because it's a much more compact press, so we just don't have the ability to get as long of a print stroke. Yeah.
And that's actually the one I was looking at.
Yeah.
Or the one that we're looking at.
Great press. And 15 is a big image.
It is.
I mean, it's big.
All the film that we're doing is air egress film, so this is applied with no application fluid whatsoever. We're just using the technology of the film to make sure that this gets put in here. Let me cut this thing on that. Also, you notice this, guys, we're printing extra film. If you're ever doing a job, you're going to need extra film to make sure the install goes clean. But you also want to make sure that your client is paying for this, right? Even though I cut this off, make sure you're charging for any extra film that's required to do the job. Very important, because if not, the more jobs you're doing, if you're not calculating this extra film that I cut off, you're losing a lot of money, okay? The other issue too is if this was printed on a 54-inch printer, and this print's only 36 inches tall, right? We've got about an 18 to 20-inch slop of film left over. I want to make sure that my client's being charged for that, or we've actually put that in the bid before we start printing. One nice thing about the VT2 is your ink savings as well. So you're going to have 12 to 14 cents a square foot with this new ink versus anywhere from 18 to 22 cents. So you add that cost over time, you're going to have a big savings. So to be able to get these nice bright colors with a little bit of savings is phenomenal. So the first thing we're going to do is just get this dropped. I'm going to peg this shape exactly where we need it first so we know where it's going. Tack that. Come down. There you go, right there. That looks straight, guys? Because if it's crooked, it's on you guys, not our fault. Mike, is it straight? What's that? Take it all off and leave it blank again. You know what I mean? The nice thing too as well is most of the films that we're using, all the films we're using, is we're using the technology of the film to let it kind of drape here. We have not applied one bit of pressure or squeegee. What Dallas has here is a wet edge squeegee, It's just a regular Teflon squeegee, and we apply a little bit of water to this. This allows the squeegee to glide over the film a lot easier without scratching it. While he's getting that too, I'm going to have Michelle come around and scan your badge if you guys have any questions about not only the printers you see here, but also the Born to Wrap workshops, webinars. If you have any questions about any of the printers that you see, please grab anyone in a blue shirt or a blue dress. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Partial wraps are good. We're going to make a lot of money on a partial wrap, but the main thing with a partial wrap is this edge is the edge of our design, right? So if you stretch and pull too hard, the edge of the graphic is going to start to bow and distort. So you may put it on without bubbles or wrinkles, but it's very important to make sure you're keeping the integrity of the design and the shape of that as you're doing the install. Okay? So the next thing too is we've got this hip right here, right? So the first thing we're going to do is just get this edge as he did, and he got that tacked down. We're going to apply just a little bit of heat just to soften the film up a little bit. All right. And I'm just going to flash just a little bit of heat. Yeah. Pull it or not, yeah. See that? So if I pull too hard, you get a little bit of waviness. So if I put a little bit of heat to it, it's going to take that out. All this here he can feather back out from the top down. So it's very important too, depending on what design or what vehicle you're doing, to know whether are we dealing with a dually where we have large side fender flares. Are we dealing with an HHR, depending on what the graphic is. Also, don't be afraid to add extra die cut pieces, whether it's the Roland logo, or you want to do an overlay out of reflective film, or you want to print on a metallic film and add a luster laminate or a satin finish. Very important to mix and match some materials. We've been printing a lot of reflective here lately too, not only just for a full wrap, partial wraps, but we're going back over and doing their logos, their websites, their social media icons out of a contrasting color or a reflective film.
This is the MR Cruiser Pink Edition. The elephant is really cool. It almost looks like puffy. It is puffy. Too bad you can't see it on video or feel it. But that cycle was really nice. Really nice. Look at that. It's really nice. It's the little place over there. You can do a top of it. Medium will be fine.
Do you have smalls? I do.
That is really nice. Let me get that gold too.
If you'd already used it,
That's awesome.
$5 gift card inside.